Thank you. This guy's tall as shit. Oh my god. Quick survey of the room. Who else here masturbates hands free? Fully clothed, face down. Nobody. Wow. I think that is objectively the best way to do it, and I know what you're thinking. There's no way you could have the evidence to back that up, and I do. And there are two reasons. One, if someone walks in on you and you're masturbating that way, you kind of feel like you're sleeping, and so it's really easy to pretend like you weren't just doing it. The dude just realized that's a genius way to jack off, and he dropped his beer. But more importantly, that leaves your entire upper half free to cuddle a pillow, or like a teddy bear, or like a cousin, and it gives you a nice warm cuddle. So it really works the love muscle, your heart. So while you're jacking off this love muscle, you're also jacking off your heart. And that's the real love muscle. I'm pretty sure Rick Ross is haunted by ghosts. People know who Rick Ross is, rapper? There we go. At least one person. This joke might work. And I came to this conclusion because if you ever listen to Richard Ross's work, frequently you will hear things such as Ross, like you would hear like a ghost beckoning you from the distance, or Maybach music. If that shit's not a siren, I don't know what is. That's trying to lure you to crash your ship on the rocks. You need to sail opposite that immediately. But what I think is most damning is actually what he does in his own songs. You'll hear him actually react to the spirits in the recording booth as he's rapping. So you'll hear just, my name's Rick Ross. Huh? Yeah, huh? And it's a terrified man. Why is nobody helping him? There's got to be a spare priest somewhere. Right? Pretty convincing. I don't know. I'm listening to Taylor Swift's 1984, 1989, whatever it's called. I listened to it a lot recently, and I like it a bunch. And the issue with that album is it's great, but there's no way to communicate that to anyone who doesn't immediately agree with you. So if somebody asks me why I like it, I can't just go, oh, she's evolved as a lyricist and a composer. There's a lot of synth, 80s stuff. It's easier to just let them think I'm gay at that point. It's so much, because they're going to anyway. It's just easy to keep it moving, keep it going. Anyone in the room divorced at all? Anybody? Woo! If you can't tell, I am a child of divorced parents. My parents got divorced the old-fashioned way. I don't know how you did it, but it was, things didn't work out. They took it to court, split. A really classic 1950s Leave It to Beaver type stuff, But the thing I find interesting is now I know a lot of people that got broken up with via text message or through a Facebook message. So I'm waiting until some shit like that gets to that level. Like someone gets divorced over a text. You just wake up and look at your iPhone and they're just sorry, you ruined my life. My parents were right about you. Never talk to me again. Trying to make a change like an emoticon because they have a signature on all their text messages or some shit. Or more serious shit gets done through technology. You wake up and you look at your Twitter and it says, hey man, Uncle Buck's dead. Hashtag sorry. Hashtag clearly not that sorry. Hashtag blessed. Or you come back from the doctor and you just had a whole physical exam and then they just send you your diagnosis with a bunch of emojis. And so you just go, hey doc, what's the results? And you just get a crying sad face, an eggplant emoji, and a skull emoji. And that's how you learn you've got crying dick death. Is you have to text me Doc, I don't even know what crying dick death is. How do I treat this? What's the next step? And he just sends you the laughing crying emoji, a gun emoji, and then another skull. If you guys will bear with me, I've heard a lot about people using stand-up as kind of a cheap version of therapy, so if you'll indulge me for a second. A couple years ago, I was doing extra work on a show called Vampire Diaries. If you care, I think the episode Somebody Sucked Somebody Else's Blood. That's all I got for you, really. But we're driving in this crazy bad weather all day, and we're driving back, and along the way, we see a car swerve, slam into the median, and then be in the middle of the road. And so we decide, hey, that person probably needs a little help. So we drive up, and yeah, this story's dark. You probably shouldn't tell it in front of a group of people you don't know, in case you were wondering. And so we get there, and then before I can actually ask them anything, I see another car coming onto the road, And so I move out of the way. So we're waiting there later after that. The cops are there. They've been called, all that kind of stuff. And so they're getting our statements and whatnot. And right before they let us go, the cop tries to, I guess, lighten the mood with a little bit of humor, which was nice. He just asked me, he was like, "Hey, so you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I just had enough time to get out of the way, so that was cool." And then he just goes, "Yeah, huh, must be your lucky night, huh?" And I'm just very thankful that the joke he told was at least relevant to the situation at all, because I don't know how fucked up I would have been if I had been like, "Yeah, I just had enough time to get out of the way, and then he just looks at me and just goes, "Huh. Quick survey of the car. Anyone here masturbate hands-free? Fully clothed, face down?" Thank you very much, guys. I'm Drew Turner. It's been my time.